And then post the link to CDP, right?
Yeah, that'd be great. And we are live. So, hello, welcome to CDP Stream 4, where we will be doing a live coding session. I am joined here today with Zach.
Hey, how's it going, guys?
Um, and so, just a little bit about the background behind the stream. We will be doing a pair programming session where we will be working on uh, the CDP code base, which stands for ClusterDuck Protocol. It is an open source uh, code base where we build mesh technology, communication technologies. Um, how we would like to see the stream goes, we will continue to work on issues that we at Project Owl are working on, but also we would like to do community issues. So in the future, so definitely check out our GitHub or check out our Slack for if you need help, or just drop some comments in the stream chat. So um, happy to have whoever joins or checks it out. So stream 4. So what we're going to be working on today is Papa Duck publish error handling. So what the Papa Duck is our hub where all the information that is transmitted over the network ends up. It is our gateway to the internet. So any messages that are sent over the ClusterDuck network make their way to the Papa Duck, where we then publish to the cloud using Mqtt. Now, sometimes we lose connection to the internet or we are disconnected from the MQTT server. So when this happens, we're not able to publish messages. Now, up until now, we've never really knew how many messages we weren't able to publish or how often we were offline because we don't. There's no recording other than in the serial. But when we're having these devices deployed, we're not able to access and look at the serial at 24/7. So what we wanted to do is we wanted to have the Papa Duck send a message saying, "Hey, I've been offline or disconnected from the internet for this long, or I've been disconnected from MQTT this long." And then also have a counter for how many messages it was not able to publish while it was disconnected. Um, so uh, those are what we're going to do. Um, so the steps here that we're going to do is we're going to, when we are disconnected, we are going to get the time on the device. When we reconnect back to the internet or MQTT, we're going to get the time again and figure out how much time has passed, and then we're going to create a JSON packet where we're going to send to the cloud, and then we're going to add that counter message. This is going to help us a lot when we are doing testing to be able to understand, hey, are we losing packets because there are issues in the mesh network, or are we having connectivity issues with the Papa Duck? So that will help us in the future figure out where do we need to put our coding efforts. All right, so we're going to jump right in. So I have here. All right, so we're all set up. I have already installed the ClusterDuck protocol library, and we're going to take a look at our Papa Duck. So here is our Papa Duck. This is, if you were to set up your Papa Duck, you would use this in the Arduino IDE or Platform IO, and you would fill in the information here. Optional, you don't have to fill in SSID or password. And then you would set up if you're using MQTT, you'd use this. If you're have your setup with the IBM Cloud, you would use this information to connect. Now, when So if we go to where we are connecting, so this is where we build the JSON packet that we want to submit to the cloud. So let's see here. So all right, so here, this is where we are doing our connection stuff. Let's see. So now here we're checking if Wi-Fi is connected. Is that Timo? Did you just join us?
Yes,
Yeah,
I'm
Timo
back.
joined.
Okay, glad to have you,
Hello.
Timo.
Excited to be here.
All right.
Cool.
So yes, this is what we're going to be looking at is the setup Mqtt and our this method over here. Okay, so we want to get the time. So all right, why don't we add in just a variable here? Will be in int, and that will be what we want to call this.
Time offline or something, or
We have disconnect.
yeah, disconnect.
So, because what we're going to do is, So we also have here is the retry. Because we don't want to, because once when we get, so here is just before I even jumped in, because what I was thinking I was doing disconnect equals millis, right? But when we're disconnected from Wi-Fi, we have a retry function. And also this is in a loop. So this is not just going to run once, and we don't want to keep overwriting this disconnect.
Correct. And we wanted to retry to have priority over everything.
So, well, what we need to do here is when we are disconnected, so we probably should put, at least for now, let's put another flag, right? So here, I'll put disconnect time, and bool disconnect. Okay. So now we have a flag. Retry. If disconnect, we want to put in. Actually, can we just do it like? Do disconnect time equals right. So now what is happening is that if disconnect equals true, then we will run that. Or actually, no, we want to do disconnect. Yeah, it's true. So, if disconnect. No, this is not how we want to do it. So disconnect is equal to true. We don't want to do anything. If it's false, like time equals milli And we want disconnect equals true. Gosh, can't spell. So why that didn't work before is because if we were to put just above here disconnect equals true, then we were running the same issue they were having before. But now we have we're able to now. So now what's happening is that when disconnect is false, we'll get the time, and then we set it to true that this doesn't run again. Because we were going to be, because the retry, when we try every 5 seconds. Yeah, so enable retry. So then we try every 5 seconds, so we just don't overload everything with trying to reconnect to the Wi-Fi. All right, so now when Wi-Fi is connected, so what you would think normally we would just say like, okay, hey, we would just do this here. I mean, we could go. So what I'm thinking is that we don't need to put, we don't need to record the data when Wi-Fi is connected, because even if the Wi-Fi is connected, we won't be able to send anything because Mqtt is not connected yet. So we're gonna actually need this same thing right here.
Do you want to do one timer that's disconnected, counting disconnected for either of them?
Yeah, so I'm thinking that we could go a step further, but right now I'm just going to start with just this one, where we're just going to do one, and then we can add, I think, on top of that, another layer. So,
because also if Wi-Fi connects, it will stop counting. But then if MQTT never connects, it has to or continue counting or restart it for some.
Well, we don't want it to restart, right?
We want it
to continue the time. So there are 2 times where we can disconnect: is the Wi-Fi and the MQTT. So the MQTT can get disconnected. It's a known issue that sometimes that just happens. So let's see. Okay, so now we have added, so if Wi-Fi was disconnected first, disconnect will be true, so that means that this won't run. But if it's just the MQTT that is disconnected, then but do we check if MQTT is disconnected?
I think we only try to connect to it, and whenever it's connected.
So what we do need to do... we do check here. So yeah, so if retry, okay, so we do check every single time. So if Wi-Fi is connected, we run the setup MQTT. Okay, so that means that we will run this if Wi-Fi is connected. Although there might be just a little bit of inconsistency because of the retry, because there's also a retry flag here. But that's okay. We'll still figure out if it was disconnect, because also we have that failed publish counter that we'll have, which will also give us data. Okay, so I think we're okay to continue. So now we are capturing when is disconnected. Now we need to find out when we are connected. So now if connected, so here. So this is when we're connected back again. So we want to put disconnect equals false, because this is when we're actually reconnected again. And we now want to get time disconnected equals milli, so the current time on the board, connect time, from the time that we captured when it was disconnected. So that should give us how long it was disconnected for. Now, we won't know exactly if it was Wi-Fi that was disconnected or if it was Mqtt that was disconnected, but we will know how long it was disconnected. Now,
Which is the most important data for us.
yeah, at the very least. So
Yeah.
Once we get this sorted, if we want to add to it, we can. So let's see here. Now, what we need to do is take this data and send it to the cloud. Now, we use Qwak.json to send everything to the cloud. So we still want to use the same format as we use for all the other messages so that everything is uniform. So we are going to, I think we're just going to create a new method and just hard code for sending these error messages. So what should we call the method? What are you guys feeling?
If we keep it consistent, failed to connect or something. I don't even know what.
Naming is just like, so you got to come up with a name that is easy to understand and is memorable, right?
And someone also needs to know that it has to do with a Papa not connecting to Wi-Fi.
So I would say here it would be
Quack down.
Quack down. The duck's having a quack down. Oh my god!
I like
Down, quack down. Report. So now what we're gonna take here is, let's take a string, or but basically what we want is to say string and then payload. So that's whatever we want to send, right? So we're going to do the same thing here that we did. Is we're going to need this JSON object, right? So I'm going to take a JSON object. So we're in the same form as before. So we're just going to copy and paste some stuff. Oh, we're going to also need this guy as well. It would be cool if I could just quickly jump between two
methods.
Two methods, yeah.
Great.
This is
thing.
Maybe we need to build that. All right. So what we need next?
I would say quack down with QUACK. It's not crook down.
Oh, did I misspell it?
Yeah. I would say quack with UA.
Or- Oh,
So
yeah, that would make more sense than how I had it before.
crook down.
Mm-hmm. All right, so Quackdown report. All right, so now we're adding all our stuff here. So okay, so the device ID here is Papa Duck.
It's really nice to get some like feedback from the Papa Duck because we never do that.
We
Except-
don't. So message ID. I guess it should have a unique message ID, correct?
It should.
Hmm.
Well, think about this. The message ID is relevant for LoRa, so I'm not sure.
Well,
It is relevant for data analytics in the back end. We want to keep it consistent.
So I think we do need a message ID, just a unique ID for the what do you call it? When we put it into the database.
A set message ID. Isn't there? No.
Let's see, because we do have, so we have a method that creates unique message IDs for us in the duck utils. That
Can we
would
expect that?
create this one. But it is currently not here. But I think in Papa Duck we do have it there. We do use it. So let's see. If we go... I mean, we could just copy and paste the... Let's see. Do random... Yes, this is all just its own thing. We don't... There's no any... Yeah, so there's no special stuff. We could just copy this rather than creating methods that might not be used. We can just put this here at the bottom. So we do create UUID. And how long is our UUIDs? Are they what, 6? 5, 6?
4.
4?
Right? Yeah.
4? Okay. All right.
So, quick question. Did you want to bake this into the normal Papa, or do you want to make an example out of this?
So we can make this as an example. I did put this into this one, which is not necessary, but we'll create another one and I'll reset this back to normal.
Yeah, that's totally fine. So
Yeah.
cool.
So yeah, so path. The path is just going to be
Papa.
Papa Duck. There we go. So that's Papa Duck. Hops.
Don't we already add Papa Duck to the path automatically with Quack JSON?
We do, but here we're making our own.
Got it.
So here where hops is, there aren't gonna be any hops, so that's gonna be a 0.
The format is, I think, an int.
What does it want? It wants 2, huh? Oh. Okay. No, we're good. And then duck type. What was the code for that?
So we had an enum,
Mm-hmm.
and I'm not exactly sure which number. We can look it up real quick.
Yeah, so that's in, was it duck packet?
utils, I would say.
On duck packet, or is the CDP packet here?
I can do a full search on.
I just don't remember off the top of my head, but we will need this for a moment. So we want actually the topic to be health, right? Well, actually, we convert it to, let's see, status, health, topic string equals health. Yeah. Yeah, we can put all this.
We have duck type in cdb packet.h. And then we set it in all the, let me see, duck display.h, ducklink.h. So there is a ducktypes.h file where we can find that. And the value for Papa is I think it's a byte. But we do something else with it. Yeah, so it's 0x01 for Papa.
Okay, 0x01.
Yeah, I'm not sure.
Do with the duct tape.
We get packet.ducktype. I don't know. So in duck, yeah, we just set it as a byte. Insert buffer.end ducktype. So we do.
Yeah, but when we get it here, let's go to the CDP packet. So here, assign. Let's see. Where is duck type?
So in the include folder, there's duck type, and in duckpacket.cpp.
We don't convert it. I thought we converted.
Oh, we do it in duckpacket.cpp instead of CDP packet.
Convert to hex. Okay, this is a byte. So so we do send it just as a byte. Is that right? You want to check the database? How does it look? I forget.
Okay, so we have in mama.duck.h we have int get type, and we return duck type mama, which returns a byte. So we just returned a byte, I think.
But do we convert it to hex?
No, it's an integer we pass in. I guess.
So what, is it just one then?
Well, we also have a duck type to string. Oh, that's for the whole different file. My fault. Return duck link, ducknet cpp, duck type.
All right, we'll just set that as 1 for now. All right. So we have the topic as health. And then let's see. Okay, And we send this stuff. And then we'll just send it.
Yeah, where do you add it to the payload? We have to set the payload.
Yes. So what we'll have to do here, right? We'll do whack down report, and then time disconnected. Time disconnected. How does that look?
It looks good to me.
All right, so we got time disconnected, so then that should send into here.
Should we convert from milliseconds back to seconds?
Where?
Just, I think time disconnected is
Oh.
in milliseconds, right?
Okay,
Do we
so yeah, we could do that.
Maybe it looks a little bit nicer.
Okay, I do this like right here. I don't know, might not like that. All right.
I have a delay in the stream, so I'm curious. Yeah, it probably won't work.
I don't know if it likes that. I might have to do it before there. Oh, I'm gonna try it anyways. Try and get away with it. So let's see, what's next? Okay. We can try this as it is now. Why don't we do that?
You want to try to send some data, and I can look at the DMS to see if something
Yeah.
comes in.
Yeah. Actually, can you create a temporary
Duck for
Papa
you?
token? Yeah, Papa token.
Yes. Give me 2 seconds. We'll take a second for it to. We'll
Yeah,
call
we'll-
it stream.
Yeah, we'll delete it afterwards.
Or just don't show your credential space.
Well, I unfortunately I don't have another screen to do this.
That's true.
So it is going to end up, unless you want to try it, Timo.
Sure. I can try it. Yeah, that's no problem. But actually, then you can watch probably the DMS it coming in.
We could. Yeah, so okay, so this looks good. So I'm not going to put in the SSID password because we want to see it send that message once it's connected.
So actually, you can do the same thing. So you want it to. So you want me to turn it on, then use the captive portal to submit my credentials, and then it will connect to MQTT.
Yeah.
Okay. Can you send me the code? I need to just the INO file. I can test it.
Yeah, so let's see. Here, I can actually just push this to
Perfect.
the Project Owl one.
So for anyone that's watching, I'm going to try this on my PapaDuck. So I won't connect to Wi-Fi at first, so it will start counting. It will provide it the MQTT credentials. And then whenever it is connected to Wi-Fi, when I do it through the captive portal, it should start sending one message that says it has been disconnected for 4 to 5 seconds, whatever it might be.
Should probably put some serial prints in here. So here. So you can see that. And we have, okay, so with that, if you're able to see that, all right, so you should be able to grab it from the Project Owl fork, stream
Yeah.
core branch.
I just don't have commit. Okay, you're committing.
Oh, I have to wait. Oh wait, yeah, you have to commit it. Yeah, that's right. Forgot commit. Test 1. There you go.
It's pushing, and there it is.
Mm-hmm.
Cool.
So while you are trying that out, I think we can start working on. Oh, wait, did it compile? Oh, it's still compiling for me. One of the most difficult parts here is sometimes just having to wait for the compile. Alright, while that's doing its thing, we can start looking at adding in the counter. So let's put in.
This is just a simple integer you want to make, and that just it's called.
So fail counter equals 0.
So currently it's the PopDuck example, right? PopDuck, I know. Which duck do you have connected to your DMS account so you can see the message coming in? Owl HQ?
I don't remember which one you connected. I think, did you connect Owl HQ?
Yeah, I think so.
Let's see. DMS. Where was it? Beta. Oh. Wait, oh, it's it was HTTP. Wait, it's HTTP, right?
Yeah.
Or is HTTP? Oh, okay. That's why.
So I'm flashing my duck real quick. No, it's beta.owldms.com.
Wait, it's beta.owldms.com?
Yes, there you are.
Yeah, I'm in the right place?
Yep.
All right.
Just refresh it.
Yeah. What was my password? There we go.
It is compiling, blah, 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 blah. It's uploading.
All right, so I have red team. I might not actually have.
If you go to a network on the left in the menu, you can see which ducks you have connected.
Oh, I do have LHQ, yeah.
Okay, so I'm compiling right now. For anyone who's watching, this is our beta of our data management system online. So you can see all the data coming in.
If you're interested in trying it out, let us know on Slack. We're interested to hear your feedback.
So mine is uploading, and then I need to connect to Wi-Fi, right, through the captive portal.
Yes.
Cool. So it's uploaded. Give it a second. Pop it up, setup.
Mine is still compiling. Oh, it just finished compiling. Okay.
Oh, mine is already uploaded.
That was fast. Let's see.
Okay, I'm gonna send a message, right? I'm actually not gonna send
You shouldn't need to send a message. It should
Correct.
have sent that it was not connected to.
So, okay, my MQTT is connected. I did not get the quack down send yet. That did not trigger it. Yeah, nothing in my serial monitor.
Did you let it sit for a bit?
Oh, my fault. I didn't check out the correct branch. This is my fault. Get check out. I copied the URL, but doesn't check out the correct code. That was stupid. Stream 4.
Well, you should be able to just copy and paste it into your Arduino ID.
I was like, how did you compile and upload it faster than Nick did?
Well, technically the code is the same code, just a little bit of an addition. ClusterDuck, I know. Let me see if it actually updated it. Sorry, everyone.
Timo's got the supercomputer over there. It just compiles really fast.
Okay, it is there right now. So I have to type in this information again.
Yeah, give it a little more than 5 seconds just in case this retry gets in the way. But we'll check that as well.
Yeah, it will take me at least 5 seconds to type in the Wi-Fi credentials from my place. So
I don't know. You could be really fast.
Well, my Wi-Fi credentials have 2 spaces in them, and to be honest, it's always very difficult to figure out where the spaces are. It's a very interesting code.
All right, let's see. So,
it's okay. I just pressed compile. Let's see how quick it goes. It goes pretty quick.
And then we want to go to... So I just added the fail counter to go up whenever we have a publish failed. So we want to also add that to, in case here, we were not able to connect. Or we're not able to publish. Still want to be able to see that. So next, we want to send this data every once in a while. So
we do like a run sensor kind of method or something. Just run.
We'll do timer dot every.
Okay, it's uploaded again. Let's see how it goes.
Every. Let's see. How long do we want it to be? So a minute is 60,000.
It published, Nick.
Did it?
It just it didn't publish
there.
any, but it didn't publish any milliseconds, and it says updated. It did publish good. Quack down report. Should I just disconnect and do it again?
All right. So there is the reason for this might be because of my little math that I was trying to do while adding to the string. So if you could kindly, before you put that up there.
So Nick, you want to hear another interesting story I didn't think about?
What?
It wrote my credentials to the EEP ROM, so I have to reflash right now. There's no way for me to reflash because it will just take Oh, well, I have to reflash every time to try this, which is fine. But we
Well,
both
what you could also do is you could just do the same thing, change the Wi-Fi and password, and just make it
correct.
something that's incorrect, right?
Yeah.
So you don't need to go through, especially since the flashing it can sometimes be such a long process.
But I like that we actually build in some features that it actually tries to reconnect with multiple different ways, which is I think is pretty good. But it was like, oh, it wrote to the EEPROM, so even though I reset the board, it already knows my Wi-Fi credentials. So.
Mm-hmm.
Um,
So you could just add this line right here, Timo.
yeah.
257.
Okay, I'm gonna first try it again. We'll wait a little bit longer because I waited not very long. So actually, Nick, right now it sends a time disconnected every time when it boots because it will take like a
Yeah.
millisecond before it connects.
Mm-hmm.
You
Which is
have
fine.
you have some questions in the YouTube.
Oh yeah. So what are the questions?
They're from Terracord. First one was, do we need a unique ID? And the second one is, can we just put a constant in string?
Can we just put a constant string?
Constant string for for the message ID. Um. mm, I mean, I guess since it's a health message, you might not necessarily need to have a unique ID every single time, since we're sending it directly to the cloud. Because we do have the timestamps.
Something interesting happened. I get that it published the words connected, reconnecting to local network as part of the payload from the Quack report.
Oh, it's
So it's adding something else to the payload. And now it keeps publishing the Quack report even though MQTT. Wait, the math is wrong.
What have we done?
I'm gonna change your. I'm gonna just take out your math for now.
Take that out and change do the math before that. But wow, what have we done here?
For some reason we packets, which is interesting.
But we can see here that it is connecting and disconnecting a lot.
Yeah, and that's what I'm doing manually. So that kind of works, right?
Well, yeah. So we are getting data when it's saying that, hey, it's reconnected, but that is not the data we want. Hey, but it's great to see it just popping in real time.
Yeah, isn't that kind of cool? So I'm flashing again. This would be great feedback to have. So for the MQTT, we can get this data from the IoT cloud, which is the MQTT server we use in the cloud, which will give us feedback if MQTT is connected or not. The problem is we don't know what the downtime was, like how long it was down, and when it was down. We only know at that current moment, is it online or is it offline? So this could be a great addition to just knowing if it's currently online or offline, to actually know how long it's been offline, what happened in the meantime, etc.
Yeah, so I guess that is another way where we could do this on the DMS side, where we're just constantly checking if it's connected. And last time we saw it connected and just have a separate log. But here is another level of redundancy.
So I think it published null, like as connected, which is very strange.
Yeah, I just did now it's just empty. What is happening? Well, at least everything else looks okay.
Yeah, what I might have done, I didn't take out the divided by sign, like the slash or whatever. I might have screwed that up.
So how do you have this now?
Just write down the board is string time disconnected plus time disconnected. That's the one thing I changed.
Well, what we could also do here is rather than doing it inside the method,
so upload it again.
it might, I don't know, maybe it doesn't like,
Yeah, so now it says payload null when I take out the divided by 1000.
yeah, so it probably doesn't like how we are adding to the string. So what you could do, I think if you could just do like dot C string, I don't know, I forget there's a way where we can, there are a couple ways where we can turn this into a string. Yeah, so we can do it how, yeah, so I think we can use the C underscore string.
Yeah, we do it before, right?
Yeah, so you could do that and then try adding it, so you could just like do, I think that might be, you could do that, might work. I think also, I don't remember, but Arduino also has this, I think, like string. You can put this inside of it. I forget.
Let me try the C string method.
Yeah, there's a bunch of different ways that you can do it. Oh, I got rid of the.
C string is with none of its it's an int, so dot C string doesn't get recognized.
Yeah.
Not a class of type string.
All right. What is it?
Is it an STD string?
Negative adjustments not supported yet. I love the stuff that's just spewing out now. So let's see. Turn int into string.
I think I know what to do.
Okay, so it's saying just put string and then put the value into parentheses.
Oh, okay. That's the Arduino way of doing stuff.
Yeah, so you can use the Arduino object. What is it saying now? It's just spitting out all this stuff. So yeah, what you would do
I
is
think I know.
string.
Yeah.
Yeah, so you just do it like this. How I have it here.
Yeah, I did that. It says string is ambiguous. Oh, I have to put it in between parentheses. Okay.
Yes, you have to put it in between parentheses.
Well, wait. Can you show your example again?
Hmm?
Can you show yours again? Because
Right here.
I have a slight delay, so give me a second. I'm such a delay of your stream, I think.
Really? Oh, is it that delayed?
Now I can see it. Okay, now I can see it. Okay, string time disconnected. Okay, makes sense. Cool.
Okay.
How easy Arduino is. We sometimes forget how to do these simple things.
Well, it's also working with C++ that has some of the things that, especially that we're used to, and things like JavaScript, just don't fly the same way.
Yeah, yeah, and the C++ way is totally different as well. Okay, that seems to work. Let me see. So then, and we should be able to do the divided by 1,000. You already did that, I think, in the code.
Yes, I did. And then
Okay, it did work, Nick. It's publishing. I didn't even connect, but it already did because it was connecting a couple hundred milliseconds.
wait, it it's time disconnected, and it says
No,
time disconnected.
that was the wrong one. I was.
Oh god, that's great.
If you look at it right now, it should.
Yeah, I see it. It's so funny. Just like that's like one of those. It's like one of those software gore.
I totally did the wrong thing. I put literally I did a string, and I put the int between I think whatever hyphens or something like the quotes.
Quotes.
So literally, it is a string.
I mean, technically, you did make time disconnected a string. So well done,
Yeah, right. Like,
Timo.
that's higher coding over here.
High level coding. So
cool. If you refresh again, published 5,960, which is perfect. Oh, it's cool. You can look at the DMS like this, and also, which is cool, it adds PapaDuck now as a device to the DMS, which we haven't seen before. So that's kind of cool.
Yeah. So, all right. So that's good. So we got that to work. So while you were figuring that out, I had added in fail counter.
Ooh, can I pull down?
Oh, I haven't pushed it yet. So here, I'll just save it. Git add.
Well, in order for me to test it, I have to set up a mama duck as well, right?
Yeah, we'll be doing. We'll have to do some testing.
You want to wrap up the stream?
Yeah. So I think we have when we actually finish something, we use up all the time. It's it's actually pretty incredible. So once again, in the nick of time, we have our final product. We'll be doing some cleaning up, but here, so just the rundown of what I did is I added in a timer that will send a fail report every 15 minutes. And it will do the quack down report. It'll send our fail counter so that we can update that, hey, this is how many we have failed to send. And that will continue to increase as we try to publish. All right, so we will be moving this into its own repo, or not own repo, I'm into its own example code. So people who want to be able to see this telemetry data, they can. If they don't have to. They can use the regular PapaDuck. But other than that, I think that's it for today. So thank you for joining us. And if you have any questions or want to know more, feel free to comment below or join us in our Slack. We will include the invite in down below. So feel free to check that out and join us next week for our next paired programming stream.
Thanks, everyone. This was great, and hopefully see more people next week.
All right.
Thank you.